welcome to the SheerLuxe show. I'm Georgie Coleridge, and joining me on the sofa today are Hough, Heather Steele and Hattie Cotmore. Welcome, ladies. Later in the show, we're going to be letting you in on our hair curling secrets and showing you a tutorial for getting that perfect wave at home. You will not want to miss it. Plus, we're going to be joined by one of my favourite Tonic brands for a bit of festive cocktail making. If wreaths on Tuesday didn't put you in the Christmas spirit, then this certainly will. But first, it's my favourite segment. It's Things We Love. It's also Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
I know
Thanksgiving.
we're not American, but you know, it's good to be thankful.
It is.
It's a great day. Anyway, if you're watching in the States, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great day. Now it's my favourite segment. Hurrah! You're looking very festive, Lou.
Thanks.
I feel like we've got to start with you.
I'm feeling festive, actually. So my first thing is this sparkly knit. Rich and I popped into Mango earlier this week, and this really caught my eye because it's fun and festive and sparkly, but not too like, whoa, you've got a sequin jumper on. Yeah. So I think you can dress it up and down and just.
Can we just talk about the sleeves?
Yeah, the sleeves are great.
It's such a great.
It's got a big puff here.
Everyone's going to ask you what earrings are from too.
Oh, my earrings are Zara.
They're cool.
Really?
They're
Yeah.
cool.
And if you can see my sparkly boots as well.
Oh, can we get her boots in? We've got her boots. These are her and Nina Bing's first outing. Woo.
First outing. I got them in the sale in April, and I feel like now is the time to really shine.
Waiting patiently.
That's
to wear them.
restraint.
I know, and they're at the right moment, and I feel like now is their moment to
I think I'm
shine.
going to be in sparkly shoes. We've got an event tonight. I think I'm going to be in sparkly shoes
Fun.
too. Anyway, loving the festive look.
Yes, and also the Mango knit is on 30% off with the Black Friday offer right now. So
Black Friday is slightly bringing me out in a
my God,
hot
really?
sweat at the thought. But
Me
anyway,
too.
I will be definitely doing a bit of purchasing tomorrow. Can't
Yes.
believe it's that time of year already.
I know.
Okay, so great big tick for the metallic thread sweater. Item number 2.
next one is this SKINESIS overnight facial from Sarah Chapman. If you're like me, I feel like my skin needs so much nutrition right now. Kind of anything that I can lap it up basically. But the best
Because
thing,
you get dry.
Because I get dry, and I don't know, my face just doesn't feel as nourished. So this, not only is it just gives you so much moisture and such good glow, it smells absolutely amazing. So it's like, smell that. It just,
Can I do
Yeah,
mine?
let's love
You're
that.
Oh, that's like a
precious.
really lovely
I'll go gentle.
perfume.
Isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's almost like you've got that really relaxing fragrance
That's
when
nice.
you're going to bed as well. Whenever I put it on my,
smells amazing.
doesn't it? My boyfriend says, "Oh, you smell like a spa." You smell
Yeah, it's very
like a spa.
luxurious.
It's the best. I'm a
Yeah.
sucker for anything that smells like a spa.
But it really, really is amazing.
Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E is all in here.
Yeah.
I have to say, mega fan of
Yeah.
also her sheet masks.
Everyone
God, they're
swears
so
by
good.
those.
If you want a bit of extra hydration, she's not the cheapest, she's not the most expensive.
No, that I think is 56.
It's like 54. Anyway,
54.
yeah, I think her brand is really
Yeah.
worth the money.
It's a real treat, but in the morning my face feels so much better. So.
Love. Good one. Okay, now,
And then my final one
does smell
is
nice.
not quite as chic. I'm a bit oily now. So if you're a milk drinker like me, doing this.
pray tell, I've been fascinated. I was so excited about this. I was like, don't show me before the show.
Well, taking the lid on and off,
Saves precious
it's
seconds.
So I've got this topper. So you just screw it on like that. So you don't need the lid. Oh, hang on, I've put it on the wrong way around. But
Oh, it's like a jug, like a water jug thing.
yeah, how handy is that? And then you just put that straight in the fridge.
That is, I'll give that to you. It's quite clever.
Isn't it?
How
And
did
I
you
think
find
it's
it?
So my boyfriend's mum is obsessed with them, and she got us into them. So Dad, if you're watching, thank you so much. But you can have different colours depending on which milk carton you've got. So
I was thinking, is that red for semi?
yeah, you can have
skin,
red,
sorry.
green, blue. You can just have white. So yeah, I just think if you've got kids and you've got a cereal run in the morning, it's milk being poured everywhere. I just think it's very
I like
handy.
it. I like it. I also love Lakeland.
Yeah, it's
It
from
has
Lakeland.
loads
It's
of
from
kind
Lakeland.
of crap you didn't think you needed
Yeah.
until you go to Lakeland and find it.
Yeah, that is
it's
a
not
good
crap.
stocking
Yeah.
filler for
It's a
anyone.
great-
Bits and bobs.
It's a good work secret Santa. If you're really on a budget,
Yeah.
£4.
Exactly.
Can I put that down there? I'm really nervous
Of
it's
course
going
you
to end up with your silver boots. That would be very sad. Lovely. Right, Heather, on to you. Let's talk
so-
music.
Yes, I haven't got a prop for this because we're not allowed to have phones with us, but mine's an app, and it's called Dice. I've had it for a couple of years. It basically started a few years ago, and it's a way of booking events and gigs, and there's no booking fees, and it's all on your phone, and it's very good at sort of seeing what's on your Spotify or iTunes and sort of telling you. So if you're listening to a certain band or artist, it will pop up being like, so-and-so, like Camel Fat, for example, is playing at Brixton Academy. Buy tickets now. So, and you just kind of, you've already got your details, so you just put your thumb on, and then everything's on the phone, so it just gets scanned on the way in. The other thing is if you can't go, you can flip it back to them, so they can sell the ticket to somebody else, only if it's sold out. And then also, if a gig is sold out, you can go on a waiting list, and then in order, if tickets become available, you'll get an alert saying, come and get it.
Yeah. Because I know what music I like, and then people, I mean, I happened to go to Camel Fat the other day only because a friend had said to me, I know you'll love this, because you love them. And so I went, but I was like, that would have just gone straight over my head and happened, and I wouldn't have known.
It's so hard to know. There are so many.
Yeah.
So I think having something that suggests based on what you know is really cool.
Yeah.
And like, if you like a similar band, it'll give you all sorts of things. So if you've got a free night and you're like, oh, what should I do tonight? It does with club nights, all sorts of things. Very handy to have.
Thank you. I think that is brilliant. I'm going to go and download Dice after this.
Very good.
Love that. Right, next one. I'm so excited for this one. I can barely control it. Tell us about your ketchup, Heather.
So Tom Coleridge is famous, or he serves it in all his restaurants, his gherkin ketchup, and earlier this summer he started to bottle it. And it's brilliant. I mean, I know not everyone loves gherkins, but I absolutely do. It's 89% gherkins as well, hardly any sugar or any of the bad stuff in. And it just tastes amazing with anything cheesy, like a cheeseburger, cheese toasty, it would probably be amazing in. It's really good with fish and chips because it's kind of got that sort of tartar sauce dillness to it.
I mean, it looks like a revolting green smoothie,
it does.
but...
Can you remember those green ketchups that Heinz did in the 90s as well? They were tomato, whereas this...
But it played with your mind, didn't it? That ketchup should not be green.
I can see why some people perhaps wouldn't... Yeah, absolutely.
I want to dip my finger in, can I?
You can. Sorry, you can smell it first because you don't like gherkins.
I'm not a big gherkin fan.
So I was saying before we went on air that when my children have a Happy Meal, which they don't very often, the people that slated me for my snack cupboard and behind the scenes, I'm actually very healthy. But when my children have a Happy Meal, you can ask for a hamburger without the gherkin.
Yes,
I'm like,
lots of
we'll
people
have the
do.
gherkin.
I'll have the
I want to eat their gherkin.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome. It's the dill.
So
when I was a teenager, we used to go back to my friend's house and have dill sauce and ham on white toast. I mean,
better than cheesy chips.
It was so good. So
just go for it.
I need to try it.
Go for it.
Oh God, that is amazing.
It is really good, isn't it? And it's £6 as well, which I know is more expensive than normal. But I think it make a good prezi if you've got any dill lovers in the family.
I'm seeing some good stocking fillers here. Milk top and your...
Yes, I think that's a little bit more
really
chic.
good.
Yes, lovely. Anyway,
that's really
thanks,
good.
Tom.
Delish,
lovely.
Delish. I like that. I mean, it's not the cheapest, is it? $7.95.
Is it $7? I thought it was $6.
Yummy. Good stocking filler. Last but not least.
So speaking of stocking fillers, on Saturday I went. So there's a new sort of Basque food kitchen in Borough Market called Mimo, London, and they've started doing hamper tours of Borough Market. So you get there at 9:30, and then 2 amazing, charismatic guides take you all around Borough Market, and you get to try loads of things at the different stalls. Have a bacon sandwich in Maria's Cafe, which has been there forever, and just basically try lots of different bits and pieces.
So cool.
Have an oyster and a glass of fizz while you're going round,
and it's £85 a head.
Yes, but that includes when you're going round, there are certain stations where they're like, pick whether you prefer this cheese or this cheese or this meat and this meat.
What a cool date day.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Or a present for your other half.
Exactly, but at the end of it, they've got a Pinchos bar, so you go and have a few bits and pieces and a drink, and they package up all the things that you've chosen, and then at the end you get a hamper to take away. Loads. So that was a little bit more expensive, but you basically get this amazing hamper filled with loads of amazing Borough Market stuff. And I've been to Borough Market so many times over the years, but there were so many things I didn't know about it. There was a Croatian stall which was incredible, Truffle Central, and there's just lots of really
that's
cool
the
little
perfect gift for a foodie.
Little secret things going on, and you get a discount afterwards if you go back to any of the stalls. So I really heartily recommend it. Mimo Kitchen, the guides were absolutely brilliant, and it's really, really fun.
See, this is why I love this segment. I literally just love everything you've just said. That's so cool. Thank you. I think what a fun thing to do as a couple.
Oh, it'll be so fun.
I think really cool. Thank you, Heather. Hattie, what have you got today?
So my first thing is 14 Hills Restaurant, which just opened 2 weeks ago. I actually went to the launch party, which was really fun. It's 120 Fenchurch Street, so it's in the city, and it's on the 14th floor, and it's below, earlier this year, the biggest public rooftop garden opened in London, and it's just below that, basically. So the whole idea was about bringing the outside kind of in, and all the interiors are very green. It's got over 100 trees and shrubs inside.
I love a tree inside.
So cool.
Love a tree inside.
Loads of pergolas going around the whole space, like just a really fun vibe.
Yeah.
And British food, which is really, really yummy. I had crab, which was amazing.
That sounds really good.
So
cool.
good.
And it's in the city.
Yes.
So many cool places in the city now, aren't there?
Cool. And they actually do, if you can go during the week, if you work there, a set lunch menu, and it's about £28, I think, for 2 courses, which is like really good.
Nice.
Yeah, really
Good, thank you. That sounds really good.
yummy.
That sounds really good. Okay, number 2 is...
My second is French Vogue. I know this is Lou's favourite.
Oh, it's my absolute favourite magazine.
I have a bit of a tradition with myself, so whenever I travel I need a magazine, and when I'm abroad I really like to get one locally. So I was in Paris the other weekend and I had to get Vogue. And mainly my French isn't that great, so I quite like it just for all the imagery, the typography, looking at all the layouts. I just think it's so...
Get some inspo.
Get some inspo, yeah. So beautiful. And this issue is actually dedicated to sustainability and fashion, which I thought was really cool. But looking at it really positively, so Greta Thunberg, the teenage activist, is in there. Yeah, all like really fun, positive. I do mainly.
It is a good addition.
Yeah,
isn't
they have
it?
the best fashion.
It is.
I think
Although I think that cover looks very French.
No, but
Vogue.
the December one has just been released, I think, this morning, and I saw that on Instagram just now, and it is smoking. It's like more in line with traditional.
And you don't
French
speak
Vogue.
French, and you still buy it.
I can dabble. Yeah, it's good. It's a good practice, I think. But I'm
and
obviously
it is
just
when
looking
it's
at the
something you're
pictures, really.
interested in. I think it's quite nice to dabble in the language. Yeah.
Okay. And your last,
My
we were
friend.
just admiring we were just commenting on how good you are at doing your makeup.
Thank
How glad
you.
you always look, Hattie.
I just love an eyeshadow, basically, and this is Urban Decay's newest Naked palette. So this came out in September, and I already have, I think this is my 4th.
Is it?
Wow. Yeah, I'm obsessed. Like, they're just so great.
You're like Lisa, she's also obsessed by an Urban Decay palette.
Like,
it's obviously a real
just
thing.
look.
Can you hold it up? so
That's
we
a
can
really
see?
nice selection of wearable colours.
Really
Yeah,
nice.
and what I always really love about the Naked ones is that it's a really nice range of mattes and shimmers. So if you want to use it day to day and just stick with matte colours, these are all really nice golden, bronzy colours. So you can use it quite a lot. It's very versatile. And then obviously if you're going out, you've got an event, go for all the fun glittery shades.
And now is the time, Black Friday, to be...
Yes.
There's a lot of beauty out there on offer for Black Friday.
And this is only, I think, £31 or £32.
£31.50.
Yeah, Black Friday sales. So I'd recommend.
Great. Okay, I'm going to fire through mine because I'm getting lots and lots about the time. So mine are... Oh, what are mine? I'm going to be very quick with this. I feel like we've talked about this a lot. You wrote a piece on it.
Did, yeah.
It was on Behind the Scenes, but a girlfriend gave me this book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. Charlie Mackesy, he's an illustrator. He's written this book. Rich described it as a modern-day Winnie the Pooh. And it literally made me cry when I read it.
Yeah, I nearly shed a tear in the office. It's lovely.
It is heaven, and it's got these wonderful illustrations and a bit of a story that goes through it. But it says things like, "You fell, but I've got you." There are...
and it's not a children's book.
No.
It kind of is, but I feel like they say it's quite ageless. It's just really touching. It says here, "Sometimes I feel lost," said the boy. "Me too," said the mole, "but we love you and love brings you home." And often the hardest person to forgive is yourself. They have the bravest word is help. "Being kind to yourself is one of the greatest kindnesses," said the mole. I mean, it literally could make me cry now. It's really magic. I've learned how to be present, How to be in the present. How, asked the boy. I find a quiet spot and I shut my eyes and breathe. That's good. And then what? Then I focus. What do you focus on? Cake, said the mole.
Yeah, the mole loves cake.
Sweet.
But it's just really lovely. I think if you're after a present with kind of heart,
Yeah,
without
that's
spending
lovely.
too much money for a host or a friend or a godchild or whatever, this is £17. I think that's really good. My next thing, I'm trying to do them in the right order. Oh, my next thing is, so ever since Carly Arbor came and did her 28-day challenge, and she had these amazing shiny leggings on, gym leggings, I've been after some, and then, ta-da, I spotted that Sweaty Betty have launched their high shine leggings. They're 65 quid, but can I just say, I know you can buy loads of affordable gym kit on the high street, but for an extra 25 quid, they hold you in. They do hold you in a lot better. You do feel...
You could tell those would never go see-through as well.
But you just feel more toned when you put them on. Look, everything costs money, doesn't it? But I do actually think that Sweaty Betty are worth.
Yeah, and you want to feel good in your gym gear as well.
Not an ad. Genuinely love these. And finally, thought I'd brighten up our day with my new dress from Paloma Blue, which is an amazing resort wear brand. But I love this. Their resort collection is stunning. Loads of beautiful silks and things. But this, I just thought you could wear for Christmas parties.
Yeah.
I love the sort of gold metallic thread.
It's lovely.
But also on holiday.
Yeah.
A bit of, I thought that cream shearling coat you wore at Reese.
Yes.
Over the shoulders with this.
Yes, really
would
nice,
look
actually.
amazing. So,
And you could ditch that belt and maybe put something a little bit more festive or sort of wintry.
a bit heavier.
Make it
I
more.
think so. But there's lots of resort wear out there. I think if you buy resort wear well, it can be really versatile. And check out Paloma Blue if you're after something special. Because
even with a big chunky knit over the top as well.
I know. Now, as usual, everything will be linked in the show notes below. We often get asked how to create the perfect wave at home, and the answer we always give is a good pair of tongs.
Yeah.
Hattie, you tonged your hair today.
I did. I used the GHD tong, which is great.
Me too.
And yeah, I just think, it's about practice, isn't it? And learning, I think, how you want it. I like it quite wavy, not too kind of ringlet curls.
Yes.
And I
That's
think
not a
it's
great
just,
look.
no, all about doing it in sections, making sure the whole thing is curled. Otherwise, I think it just goes a bit flat.
Yeah.
And going away from the face, which I don't know when I learned this, but probably the most important thing, because otherwise I think you find your hair falls in front, you sort of lose the shape of your face.
And it opens your face as well.
I was told go in, and then at the front go out. Anyway, the person who can really tell us how to do it right is Lisa Potter Dixon. We teamed up with Lisa and GHD to create a video with every tip and trick you need to getting it right at home. So check this out.
All my hairdresser friends are out there thinking there's a much easier way to do that, Liz. Hey guys, I'm Lisa and it is officially my favourite time of year. It is party season. So today I'm going to be showing you how I style my hair for all of the parties I'm going to be going to. And I'm going to be using my absolute favourite wand. It is the GHD Creative Curl Wand. And because it is Christmas, it obviously is coming in a gift set, which is amazing. So what you're getting inside is the wand, a brush, and you're getting a heat mat and also a glove to protect your hands whilst you're curling. I'm going to show you how I style my hair because it is so simple, and I might just pop in a couple of accessories as well. One thing I love about this wand is how quickly it starts. Did you hear that little beep? You press the button and then it's ready to go. So I'm just going to brush my hair to start with the brush just to smooth it out. I like to make sure I've got a centre parting and then it looks really even. And I've got quite a lot of hair, so I make sure that I separate the hair in two to begin. So I just take my hairbands. I'm just going to separate roughly. I'm not a hairdresser, so I just do it the way that I think is best, like so, and just tie it out of the way, just in a little bun. Then I'll just take my brush again and brush the bottom section. I always think, because it's the bottom section, it doesn't really matter that much, so I don't spend as long doing the bottom as I do the top. You kind of just want to get that kink in the bottom. For me, it's all about getting that really relaxed, cool wave, not a full-on ringlet. And that's what's so amazing about this wand and the shape of it. That's what you can achieve with it. So I'm going to start just at the back, and I'll take a little section, and I take the wand, and honestly, I don't really think about what way I'm curling it, whether it's over, whether it's under. Again, I do that on the top, but on the bottom, I just go for it. So just hold it in place for about 10 seconds. And I actually like to just move it slightly as well. I just find that then the curl holds really, really well, and then relax, and you'll see that you get that kink in it. And you can see that I'm not taking tiny little sections. I'm taking probably about 1 centimetre wide sections. And just keep going until you've done the whole bottom. Right, so that is the bottom section done. So what I do now is take out the top, kind of balance my hair on top of my head whilst I grab the bottom section, and just loosely, I don't actually tie it, I just do literally one little tie, loosely tie that out of place, because you don't want to mix up the bottom with the top, and the top is really important. So like I mentioned earlier, I didn't really concentrate on which way I was curling it when I was doing the bottom, because it doesn't really matter. You're not going to see that. It's just to give the texture underneath. So now I get to the top, I concentrate a little bit more. So I'm going to start by separating that into two, and then I take my wand and I'm taking the section slightly smaller so that the curl is slightly more defined, and I try and hold the wand down, and I alternate going over it and then under it. You'll see what I mean in a second. By holding the wand down, you're getting the full curl, because the shape of it is slimmer at the top and wider at the bottom. So then you're getting a wider top and you're getting more definition at the bottom of the curl. So that's the first one. I'm still doing that little moving technique. I just find that that means that you get really close to the root. So that adds a bit of volume in the root as well. And I'm going to do this around the whole of the head, but I will leave these two front sections because the direction is most important at these front parts. Do you know another thing I actually really love about GHD is that the voltage doesn't matter. You know, sometimes you go abroad and you plug your hairdryer or your straightener or your curler into the plug there and it just doesn't work. With GHD, anywhere in the world, it will work exactly the same as it would at home, which I just think is genius. So one side's done, I'm going to do the other side. I always find the other side a little bit more difficult. I don't know why, I just find it that if you're right-handed, doing the right-hand side is more difficult to hold the wand down. So I just tend to make sure that it is facing down. It doesn't matter if it's on a slight angle, but by doing that, you're going to get the same shape of curl as you did on the other side. All my hairdresser friends are out there thinking, there's a much easier way to do that, Liz. One thing you'll see that I've actually done the whole way through, and I've just realised that I actually do it, but I do it for a reason, is that when I'm pulling the curl out, I'm holding onto this bottom section here, and I'll actually slightly pull the curl down immediately, and that's just so that I get more of that wave rather than a curl. Right, we are at the front section. Some would say the most important section of the whole thing, because actually, if you curl the front section inwards, it's not going to frame your face. It's going to really annoy you because the curls are going to keep going into your face. So you want to make sure that you're curling away. So what you'll see I'm doing here, curling the hair. Am I doing it right? Yes. The hair away from the face, like so. And that will just mean that it frames your face really beautifully. I also tend to do these front sections slightly smaller, so you get a slightly different curl at the front. Right, that is my whole head curled. And now I'm going to turn off the wand, but I will say another thing I love about GHDs is if you have that dreaded moment when you leave the house and you think, oh my God, did I turn them off or not? They do turn off automatically after a certain amount of time, but still make sure you do turn them off. This next tip is the biggest hair tip I've ever learnt from my many hairdresser friends, and it is now to sit still, probably make yourself a cocktail. Leave your hair until it is cool. Do not try and style it now. If I try to style it when it's hot, it's gonna last about half an hour. Leaving it till it's really, really cool means that you're gonna then get a long wear style. So, I'm gonna go to the kitchen, make myself a cocktail, and I'll see you in a minute. I'm now officially party ready. Now I've got my Prosecco, hold on. Delicious as always, but my hair is now cool, so I can now style it. For me, rather than using a brush, I find the easiest way to style my hair is actually to use my fingers. So I just take them and run them through my hair like this. Can you see how it starts to relax the curl? You don't want it to do this too much, particularly if you've got fine hair. You can just run through once. But you see now, it's almost given that 1920s kind of curl, but this looks even better the more you wear it, and this curl actually lasts me about 3 or 4 days, actual fact. So now what I'm going to do is take a little bit of spray just to keep it in place. This is the GHD Final Fix Hairspray, and I actually don't use too much, and what I do is I lift the hair and spray as I drop, and then just go through with my fingers once more. That then goes through all of the layers of hair. If you just spray it right on top, it's going to add weight to the top of the hair, which is then going to actually drop the curl. So lift and slowly spray as you drop, and then you can just smooth it out. And then I just take a little bit on my hands, just a tiny bit, rub it into my hands, and then just take it into that front section and just twist the curl back slightly, like so. I like my hair to be quite shiny, I mean, who doesn't? And also I like the ends to look really conditioned because they can be quite dry, particularly when you've got colour in the hair. So I'm just taking the Smooth and Finish Serum, which is brilliant because you can use it in dry hair. You just want to make sure you avoid the roots. You don't want to put too much oil up there. I'm just going to take one pump, that's all you need, into the hand. Rub it in, it smells gorgeous. And just put it through the ends, like so. Like I say, you don't want to be adding too much. As it's party season, we're going to add a bit more bling. I mean, any excuse for me, but you know, a bit of sparkle is perfect at this time of year, and there's so many amazing hair accessories out. So I'm going to take 2 hair clips like this, really easy to use. Just pop them open. I'm going to actually slide them both in this side. So one slightly higher, and the other one next to it. This just gives kind of more of a modern chic look rather than doing it one on each side. And that is it. I am ready to party. How quick and how easy. And just my final tip, I said to you this lasts me about 4 days. It actually does. But what I might do in the morning is just do a couple of little curls at the beginning and then just 1 or 2 just going through the top layer of hair just to freshen it up slightly. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.
Now, if like me, you're partial to a G&T, then you'll know the tonic you use really matters. Gallybird is the homegrown brand, creating a tasty, healthy alternative to traditional tonics. And we are big fans at SheerLuxe. I'm really pleased to welcome the brand's founder, Fo. Hi, thanks for joining us. And also Cesare, I'm going to try and say your name in an Italian accent, who is here today to show us some festive ways to jazz up your tonic-based cocktails. So I'm going to start off by just asking you, Fo, a couple of questions about Gallybird.
Yeah.
We are big fans of this in the office, and we have enjoyed it on many a thirsty Thursdays. I'm being told to move over. Is that better? That's better. Okay, so tell me, you launched this in June.
That's right, yes.
This year.
Yeah, this year.
And what was the inspiration to create your own tonic brand?
Yeah.
Quite a cluttered market.
Absolutely, it certainly is a saturated market, but we're doing something a bit different. It really grew out of a frustration for me, really, not being able to find a sugar, calorie, carb, tonic water that was naturally sweetened.
Yeah.
There are lots of tonic waters on the market, but they're either, lots of sugar in them or artificially sweetened. And
So just to clarify, so a Schweppes diet tonic.
Yeah.
That's artificially sweetened.
Yeah.
Okay, to make it diet.
Absolutely.
And then you've got Fever Tree, which isn't completely calorie free.
No, so
But
they
they do
have,
have
yeah,
slim,
they've got
but-
lower calories and
Yeah.
they're using sugar to sweeten it. And I was a bit shocked when I started looking at the tonic waters in general,
Yeah.
and just seeing how much sugar actually goes into them. When you
Yeah.
start to read the label, I realised that actually even a skinny or a light one has over 2 teaspoons on average of
Yeah.
sugar in a 200ml bottle like this. And I was trying to struggle with my weight since having children, and so I started to be a little bit more aware about what I was drinking and eating, and just trying to look at different healthier alternatives. So I swapped from wine to gin and tonic.
And I have to just say that I had a personal trainer once who said to me, he was like, don't drink the wine, drink a gin and slim.
Yeah.
And then obviously everyone's a bit over Schweppes now, wants something a bit better for
Well, I
you.
used to love a glass of wine. I still do, occasionally, but I wanted to swap to gin and tonic because I thought it was healthier. But when I started to look at the actual tonic water, I realised, gosh, no, I can't have that because there's so much sugar in it.
Yeah.
And so I started to kind of research whether anyone used stevia, which I'd been using at home, and I had a friend of mine that had been using it and absolutely loved it. And so I thought, well, why is nobody using stevia, which is a natural alternative to
Well,
sugar?
and I also have to say, sorry to interrupt, can't help myself, but Louise Parker, who we're big fans of at SheerLuxe, she is a big advocate for stevia. I don't know if you can hear me over the shaking, but anyway, she's a big advocate for stevia. So anyway, Cesare, we're going to hand over to you. We're going to keep chatting.
Yeah.
Keep chatting, I'm just preparing
Yeah, look great.
You are making us a cocktail over here.
Yes.
Using the original.
Yeah, the
So
original.
I know you've got a new tonic launching,
do.
which is a bit more bitter. That's coming out, which is a bit more traditional.
Yeah, well, we launched with this one, which is really clean, subtle and light. And stevia in general has a reputation of having a bit of a bitter taste to it, which is great when you can use it in a tonic scenario. But what we realised, and it took us a long time to get the recipe right, to have a really subtle tonic water that let the flavours of your chosen spirit, whether it's gin or non-alcoholic spirit or whatever, shine through. But when we kind of went to market, this was so well received, we realised actually there's room to have one that's got that traditional bitter bite for the kind of diehard gin and tonic fan. So yes, we're calling it an Indian tonic water, and it's launching in the new year.
Okay. So, but this one here. Sorry, can you go backwards?
Of
We missed
course.
everything you've done. You're racing ahead. I'm going to get in trouble. Can you talk us through how you've made this cocktail? What's in it?
I use some berries.
Okay.
So to give the natural taste to match the tonic. So the tonic is very light. So I use some berries, some lemon juice, gin, shake, and just top up with tonic water.
Okay,
so very
so gin,
simple.
berries. You crush the berries.
Yeah, just crush the berries.
So we can do this at home, is what I'm trying to get my head around.
Yeah, it's very easy to do it, to make it at
So
home.
gin, lemon juice, berries, and
Tonic water on the top.
tonic water on the top.
So it's very easy to make at home.
Okay.
You need to buy a shaker, shake it, and ice.
Okay, so shake is key.
Yes.
All right, and have you topped that up with tonic water
Tonic
yet?
water, yes.
Okay.
So this one does work really well. It works really well with the fruit as well. Because it is so light, it kind of adds a bit of sparkle to a cocktail.
Yeah.
You can use it as a mixer. It's great with flavoured gins, vodka, or as a spritz even. But yeah, it works really well in cocktails like this, where you're adding kind of other flavours.
Yes, I have to say, and that's one of the things that hit me, is that can we give
Yeah,
this a try?
course,
Sorry.
of course.
One of the
Thank
things
you.
that hit me was actually the beauty of this was that it wasn't overpowering,
Yeah.
and some gin and tonics,
Yeah.
you drink them and you're like, woo!
Well, it's
another tonic.
versatile.
So-
Yeah, you can. Oh wow, this looks lovely.
This looks
Thank you.
beautiful
Wow.
and very festive. Right, we're going to give this a quick try. So what do you call this? Happy Christmas. What do you
Happy
call this,
Christmas.
Cesare? I'm going to have a taste.
Gallybird for Christmas.
Gallybird for Christmas.
Oh, good. That's good.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
delicious.
really good.
Very light, but
So
very
there's no
tasty.
sugar in
Yeah.
there.
No sugar at
So
all.
you're talking to me because I'm a bit I'm a bit, I don't like you, don't want to have too much sugar in a cocktail, so I kind of avoid too many cocktails now. But that's got no added sugar.
This is no sugar at all. It's just sugar, using the sugar of the berries, basically.
Clever. That is really good, because I always think you've got to add in some sugar syrup or something, and then you're just adding so many calories, aren't you?
Well, that's the beauty of both of them.
Good. Right, I'm going to take this over here now. Ladies. Oh, God, that is really good. You're in for a treat.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it's a low-calorie cocktail. Love it, love it. Okay, we got the thumbs up over there.
Ooh.
Yes?
That was really good.
Good. Fab. Okay. That was a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's using the traditional.
Yes.
And then, as you were saying, you're launching your new, slightly more bitter traditional.
That's right. So they're both. I mean, the key thing for Gallybird is the fact that the premium tonic waters that we make are always going to be sugar-free, purely using stevia to sweeten them. So there's no calories. No sugar, and using all natural ingredients.
Okay, so can you tell me, do you always go double measure in the recipe?
Yeah, gin and tonic, yes. I always use double. I'm Italian, We have a strong
palate for a strong drink.
Absolutely.
So basically, yes, it's double.
It's double.
For the gin and tonic.
Okay.
Then you put some cucumber.
Delish.
Cucumber.
You just stir it a bit so the gin is taking the taste of the cucumber in the meantime. Yeah.
And I like that, I'm a big fan of Hendrick's, and obviously their house serve is with cucumber.
Yes.
But actually, I had a tip once from someone that was the best affordable gin is Beefeater, and so I'll just have Beefeater with cucumber, and it tastes as
Adding
good
the
as
rosemary is good with it as well.
Yeah.
But
Lots of ice.
This
the
is London
Indian
Dry.
Tonic
London Dry gin with this tonic is gonna work very well.
Okay.
That's
so
good.
Cucumber, ice,
Cucumber,
double measure
ice,
of gin.
The special tonic.
And a sneak peek at the new tonic.
Tonic. So this is out
in January.
Yeah,
so it's been
And it's
bottled
the
in
first
December.
taste, so we're tasting.
First taste.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, she's going to kill me for this. She always famously says, "Don't drown my gin." So you're not putting a whole bottle of tonic into one drink.
The beauty of that, though, is the fact that when we were going through the whole process of designing the tonics and using this amazing company that designed the recipes for us to make them a commercial entity. They were saying that lots of the gin companies are saying that a lot of the tonic waters out there are overpowering the taste of the tonic. They want the flavours to be able to shine through.
Especially
so we've kept that
with all
in
these
mind.
Amazing gins.
So many gins around, so many exciting flavours. So we've kept that in mind and made sure that even the new one, even though it's got that bitter bite, it still lets you taste the gin.
Clever.
Yeah.
What are you up to over here?
So basically, I'm
waving a rosemary around.
Yes. So the first melt that you're gonna have when you drink the gin and tonic is gonna be rosemary.
It's gonna be the rosemary.
Yes.
How much is it? You put rosemary with cucumber. Good. Mix it up at
Good
home.
mix, yeah.
Okay, so that is pretty simple, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that it? Are you done?
Yeah.
That's already
They look great.
They
Thank
look
you.
great. Okay,
Yeah.
let's give these a
I
taste.
can't wait to
Thank
see
you
what you
so
think.
much. Right.
Thank you. Oh gosh, I'm going to be attacked by the rosemary.
Oh, that's good. That's
Got
good.
rosemary in
That's
my
so
eye.
simple, but
That's good.
so good.
And you can taste that bitterness coming through
Really
a lot
good.
more.
It's strong.
Yeah,
But, that's
strong.
how I like it. Right, ladies, I'm going to bring these over in just a minute. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
I'm inspired to get some rosemary and get my hands on some of your new tonic. And if you haven't tried this one, then give it a go. It's available online.
So it's available online on our website, which is www.gallybird.com.
Yep.
You can buy it on there, and we have a distribution partner as well in January, so it'll be in lots of the high-end farm shops and the high-end retailers as well as of January.
Amazing.
With all the flavours and in cans.
Amazing. Well, so much luck for it. It really
you.
does speak to me, and it's lovely to have you both. Both recipes will be in the show notes below. And of course, do check out Gallybird at gallybird.com. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with lots of food, fashion, and festive fun. Until then, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and tell your friends. Bye-bye.